Good day to all. I'm Kalyavani Jayaraman. Today I'll be explaining to you on the topic 12 of Sun Tzu Art of War, that is attacking with fire. Let's look at the chapter outline. The chapter outline explains on the first way of attacking with fire, and then we will look into the rulers and generals during war. And business application as usual, we will look into how does this attacking with fire transform into reinventing of business. Let's move on. Attacking with fire. According to Sun Tzu, there are four ways to attack enemy with fire. If you see, during World War One and World War Two, there were no high gadgets as what we have now in terms of weapons. So the only way for them to weaken their enemies are by putting on fires. Fires or fire were put in enemies' camp in order to reduce the number of armies that be able to fight during the war. As, as most of the armies would be wounded, then they are unable to fight in the war. All the necessary provisions and stockpiles were burned so that the enemies does not have enough food, medicines, and other supplies. They were also does not allow food and any types of supplies to enter into the camp. The armies will fight I'm sorry, the armies will light up the fires in the storage that has heavy military equipments and supplies so that the enemy does not have much of the heavy equipment to fight with the enemies. Hence, they might be taken down by the armies. Fire can be also be set at the armory and warehouses. By doing this, the armies will not be able to withstand longer in the battle. The last way is attacking the transportation trains. The trains that brings food to the camp will be destroyed and left the enemies to starve and lost their concentration on fighting, as well they feel weak to fight. The prerequisite for using fire. You can't use fire unnecessarily. You have to follow the rules. When launching attack with fire, certain conditions need to be considered. The materials and the equipment that will be put on fire should be an important materials and equipments and easily catches fire. Not only that, by lighting fire on the materials and equipments, it able to cripple the enemy strength. The next is timing. Timing should be appropriate to light up the fire. Fire is not best to start when the weather is wet. There must be enough wind that able to encourage the fire to grow bigger. The direction of wind able to decide if the fire could help to spread faster and difficult to put it down. The best time to put the fire is when the condition is hot, dry, and with strong wind. The next, location. Location is also important to attack with fire. The location where the surroundings are dry leaves that easily catches fires and trap the enemy in the camp itself. By this condition, the enemy could not run to save their lives and could not fight as well. Why do we use fire to fight or to attack? One thing, when we put on the fire as a strategy to attack our enemies, it will give or bring confusion to the enemies. And when your enemies are confused, you are creating opportunities for yourself. And let's say it's a surprise where the attacks will happen. Rulers and generals. It is said that a rational leader plans on how to conquer a state or country, and the capable of a general later will be able to implement it in the war. In the war, the army only move forward for battle if there is an advantage to be gained. The army only strikes when the situation promises a winning battle. When there are no advantage to be gained but only danger, then the army will fight. The warlord should not camp. The warlord should not campaign for war just out of revenge. But the general must also not, a general must not go for battle out of anger as well. It is important that the ruler react wisely, especially in the matters of war. Meanwhile, a general must always take precaution measures and more attentive when comes to battle. This will help to keep the state in peace and intact with army. In summary, not only weapons were used in the war, but some condition environment can be changed as a weapon to attack the enemy. The main reason used is to confuse the enemy and as well give opportunities to win the battle. Business application. When we attack with fire, a business can be destroyed. As meaning to say that the industry need to involve in reinvention. It is acceptable if the industry were competing with each other, but it is much better if the industry is reinvented. To have reinvention in industry, the industry need to actively involve in innovation. Let's look at some of the inventions throughout the years. So, let's look at the invention of studio camera. So, throughout the years, the invention has brought in a lot of changes. This is the new handphone gadget that most of us have. So, we should be thankful to invention. And this is the invention of computers throughout the years. So, this is what we call reinvention. Reinventing an industry. A businessman must master creative destruction to other business. It is considered as a wisest form of competition. Any innovation were created would help a businessman to win a territory either in market positioning or business world. As such, innovation can put the competitors to work hard to compete to remain safe in the business. Disruptions can only be created if the creations provide a sense of strong position either in the marketplace or business. If the reinvention does not give you a profit, then it is better to avoid it. How to reinvent an industry? To reinvent an industry, we got to destroy an old industry. We have to eliminate the employees by outsourcing or buying an advanced machine to take over employees' duty. We have to eliminate time that may be rather spending time on traveling. We can take flight which would save time. We have to eliminate transportation. Transportation is time consuming and it is better if the product or services is brought or bought from online retailers. We can eliminate inventories by having just in time inventories. Just in time, able to save inventory cost and decrease waste by ordering goods only when they are needed. We can eliminate the price for land which is too expensive. In order to save such expenses, we can have online retailers. We would be safe with hassle of paying money for rent, electricity, water, bills, and so on. Thank you.